So my understanding is that it's Plant Awareness Week. So we're going to be covering cannabis strains today. So one thing I want to look at, so cannabis, so there are plant patents. They're not as, I suppose, as well known. Most people probably don't know that you can get patents on plants, but it is possible. And so what I want to do is today I want to go through the cannabis plants that have actually been patented, the actual strains that have been patented. So what we're going to find out is there's 13 of them. Hopefully you guys will find this stuff useful. It's actually pretty fascinating. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you guys how to do this from start to finish so you guys can go in and do your own research on these as well. So first things first, what you got to do is you got to go to uspto.gov. So that's the patent office website. Let me add to my stream. I'll share with you guys so you guys can see exactly how to do this on your own. And I'm even going to give you the search term so you guys can check it out. So once you're in here, you're going to click on search for patents. And then you're going to click on advanced search. Now, let me zoom in here. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a search that's dedicated to plants. So if you go down, this is basically a field code. So it explains to you how you can use their system to do this searching. So you're going to want to search by type, application type. So if you click application type, you'll see plant is 6. So 6 stands for we'll give you all plant patents. So if we go back up to the top, or just go back and type in APT6, and then TTL is title. And if you didn't know that, you can go down. Excuse me. So TTL is title. So if you just type in and TTL and then cannabis, you're going to get your 13 results. So these are the 13 cannabis plant patents. And you can see there's the various strains. Excuse me. Excuse me. So we've got Pan 2020, Buy Hemp, MR 2017, Rainbow Gummies, Raspberry Punch, Holy Crunch, Cake Batter Cookies, Primo Cherry, Grape Lollipop, Lemon Crush OG, DDCT, BR5, LWBB1, and Ecuadorian Sativa. So what we can do is we can start from the latest and go down, but we don't need to get into the detail of every single one, but it's pretty interesting to see what's required for submission. What you're going to see is so we're going to find just a short abstract. So it's going to have a unique cannabinoid profile, so high CBG content and lack of THC. So this results from the crossbreeding of 2 cannabis sativa clones. And let's check out the actual patent itself. So I'm going to do full pages so you guys can see, and then I'm going to try to zoom in here so you guys can get a solid picture of this particular patent. So this one looks like inventor, the applicant is actually in Spain. I'm getting a lot of lag here on my end. My apologies. But if we scroll over, what we'll find is there's actually some cool images too that were submitted with the application. So these are the actual images that were submitted of the actual cannabis strain. And again, this issued relatively recently, January 5th of this year. So this is relatively recent. This looks like a cannabinoid profile, CBG. So pretty interesting, guys. Let's go back. Let's see what other interesting ones we can find. Here's Buy Hemp. Oh, by the way, these were both. So this was issued to the Biotech Institute in Westlake Village in California. This is they gave this name Buy Hemp 050924. So pretty interesting to see. Let's see if we can check out some of these images. And again, also issued relatively recently, November 17, 2020. And I'm going to click on full pages so you can see everything. If you don't click full pages, it'll only show you the front page. And again, there's a lot of information here on various characteristics of the actual strain. Here it is. Okay, so here are the actual images of the strain right here. And if we scroll down, here's the actual leaf. And if we keep scrolling, we'll see more images of this actual strain. It looks like the flowers. Some of these names are a little more arcane. So MR 2017-002. So 13% THC and 0.1% CBD by dry weight. This one, they indicate early on that it has significant resistance to microbial growth and a low number of intraflower leaves on average. And again, issued super recently in October 13, 2020. So we can take a look at this. And again, this is issued to a corporation in Edmonton, Canada, Aurora Cannabis Enterprises. Kind of interesting. We've already seen one company in Spain, another in Canada. So we should assume it might be interesting to keep track of this and see what countries primarily are filing these patents. I'm gonna click on, oh, it's already full pages. That's good. So here's the actual plant. Right here, here's a close-up. You can kind of see there's less flowers. All right, so now we get into some of the cooler names. Rainbow Gummies. These are the various terpenes of it that are indicated here. It also has the THC, CBD, CBG percentages. Let's take a look at this particular strain. And again, it's issued June 30 of 2020 to Biotech Institute, LLC. So we saw this already, Biotech Institute. Yeah, in the summary, they talk about some of the benefits of it. Improving appetite, reducing nausea, vomiting, chronic pain. There's also neurological and cardiovascular effects. So this goes in through all the characteristics of this particular strain. They also interestingly have a botanical description. Here's characteristics about it, and then the actual images of it. So here's the actual plant. And then we're gonna get a close-up of the actual leaf and probably flower. Here's the flower right here. So these are rainbow gummies. Interesting. They indicate the Bracken stipule. So that is rainbow gummies. Let's check out a few more of these. So this is rainbow punch. I don't know why I said rainbow. Raspberry punch. My apologies. This is also issued to the Biotech Institute. Scroll down, can check out some of these images. Bit of delay here loading. So this is raspberry punch right here. That's the leaf, and then flowers. There are the flowers right here. It's a raspberry punch strain. Interesting, they have the same distinction here. This is Holy Crunch, also owned by the Biotech Institute. Looks like the Biotech Institute has a few. It's also issued in June 16, 2020. And as we can see, there's also cake batter cookies. Let's see if we can learn about cake batter cookies. So interestingly, this indicates it has a floral lavender smell. Kind of interesting. Floral lavender odor. So pretty interesting. You can learn a lot just by going through these. We can take a look at the images too for this one. So here's the leaf, here's the plant, leaf, and then the flowers down below. You can see the shapes are slightly different. So this is cake batter cookies. So it seems like the same company, Biotech Institute, has some really creative names. So this is Primo Cherry. They have also a grape lollipop. Let's see if we can get any indication of what this smells like. Sweet and grenadine scent. Interesting. So it's interesting to see how they actually describe them. I'm kind of curious how they describe Holy Crunch. Let's scroll down and see how this company describes Holy Crunch. Smell of fuel, diesel, spice, and earth. That's pretty descriptive. Lemon Crush OG. Not sure how you can get a cooler name than that. And if we scroll down, we can also get some indication of how they describe it. See if I can find the smell. So it has a citrus zest smell with chocolate ginger undertone. So very interesting. Kind of fun to see how they describe the actual smells of these. You take a look at the images of this one, and then I think pretty neat. There's a 13 overall, 13 plant strain cannabis plant patents. So this is the actual leaf and flower. This is lemon crush OG. You can see they're all different. So it's pretty neat. If you have time, it's neat to go back and look at them side by side. And then these last two don't have as cool names, but this one seems like it's maximizing THC content. This was issued in July 9th, 2019. Different companies. This is in San Gabriel, California. So it seems like most of them have been in California companies, but we also found a company in Spain, and we also found a company in Canada that was filing these. This was filed Colorado, so Green Brands LLC. This was filed in 2017 and issued in 2019. So this is a high-yielding female cannabis cultivar. Kind of interesting to see what high yield looks like. Let's see if we can see some pictures of this. Huh, okay. So there you have it. Here's this particular strain. So the flowers. And this last one is Ecuadorian Sativa. Now, this was issued in 2016, December 2016. And this was issued to in South Lake Tahoe. Looks like Cubby patent and licenses. Now, oh, it's a Texas, looks like a Texas company, but it looks like the inventor was based in South Lake Tahoe. So pretty neat. It seems so. It looks like these have been issuing since 2016. Hopefully, you guys found this interesting. So it is possible, in fact, to patent a cannabis strain using plant patents. If you guys are interested, you should actually go in and check out the details of how these applications were actually submitted, what was filed, and how the office responded. So thanks so much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you guys have specific questions about intellectual property, please send them to Victoria. You can email her at victoria@adibiip.com. And also, we have a community number. Feel free to text 415-943-5193.